I'm Michael Green. That's Kyle. This is The Cheapest Seat. Kurt Angle has a lot on his plate getting us ready for Payback this Sunday. The show opens with Chris Jericho hosting the highlight reel. This Sunday, I'm gonna get my payback. See what I did there? Then, The Miz interrupts. The highlight reel has been cancelled. It will be replaced with Miz TV. Then, Dean Ambrose interrupts. No one wants to watch Miz TV anyway. Chris, as an apology, I got you a gift. Long story short, Dean ruined Jericho's $15,000 light-up jacket last year. No, 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 no. Yes! 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 You know what happens, Maurice? You know what happens when you're married to The Miz? You just made the list! Oh, and later in the locker room, Dean convinces Jericho to remove him from the list. But after he leaves, Jericho just writes him back in. Sheamus shoves Jeff. Jeff goes to the ring apron. Cesaro pulls Jeff down. Sheamus is distracted. Matt Hardy wins. In a weird change-up, Cesaro's the one that's mad, but Sheamus is the one that tells him to calm down and then offers his hand to Matt Hardy. Man, Sheamus is really growing as a person. Jack Gallagher and Austin Aries win. Backstage, Kurt Angle asks Kalisto if he really wants to do this. It's a dumpster match. First one on Raw. The goal is to be the first person to put your opponent in the dumpster. Kalisto just kicked Braun's legs out from underneath him. Braun fell into the dumpster. Kalisto wins? Braun's going back into the ring. Look away, Kyle. No need to watch a man die. Braun puts Kalisto in the dumpster, pushes it up the ramp, and then throws it off the stage. Just go Google Alicia Fox Northern Lights suplex. Dana Brooke wins. And then Emma, who started the beef between Alicia Fox and Dana, comes out and hugs Dana. Gallows and Anderson attack Enzo while Samoa Joe attacks Big Cass. Seth runs out to help, but Enzo's already hurt. Kurt Angle comes out and tells us he's got a guy to replace Enzo for the match. The melee starts all over again, but it finally sifts down to two guys in the ring, so the referee calls for the bell and the match starts. Seth starts to use the pedigree, but stops. It does something else. Seth, Finn, and Cass win! Alexa Bliss is cutting Bayley down, and even after Bayley comes out to defend herself, Alexa Bliss keeps going after her. Sasha Banks appears and tells Alexa the next match is her versus her, with Bayley on commentary. Sasha wins as Alexa walks up the ramp, leaving the match. Bayley attacks Alexa and there's a tussle between the three of them. Kurt Hawkins is inviting people to come down to the Star Factory. This is the most competitive match Hawkins has had since going to Raw. Apollo Crews wins. And then Titus O'Neil comes out to raise his hand. My wife says this episode feels like it's been going on forever. Kurt Angle told The Miz he had until the main event to find a tag team partner. After asking a bunch of superstars, The Miz gets a mysterious note, and from his reaction, he's found his partner for later. The Miz prompts his tag team partner to come to the ring, but no one shows up. Kurt Angle steps out onto the stage to explain to The Miz that he had until the main event to find a partner, and if he doesn't have one, then this is just going to be a handicap match. Thanks to The Miz's general underhanded combat style, he holds out for a while but eventually gets thumped a good bit. Dean Ambrose drags The Miz up to the commentary table and clears it off. Setting The Miz up on top of the table, he gets ready to give him the dirty deeds. Bray Wyatt is standing in The Miz's place on the announce table. Bray Wyatt gives Dean a Sister Abigail into the stage. The Miz and Wyatt drag Jericho back to the ring. Bray Wyatt gives Jericho the Sister Abigail. The Miz put his hand on Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt gives the Sister Abigail to The Miz. Follow the buzzards. The show opens with Shinsuke Nakamura. Renee tries to interview Shinsuke, but Dolph Ziggler interrupts. After some back and forth, Nakamura runs Dolph Ziggler out of the ring for the second week in a row. With Kevin Owens on commentary. Yet again, AJ Styles is having to work his ass off to take down Baron Corbin. AJ Styles wins with a roll-up. Then Kevin and Corbin kick the crap out of him. But Sami Zayn runs out to help. But in the end, Kevin gives a pop-up powerbomb to AJ. This is the first match of the Beat the Clock challenge. So it's a new match type. 4 tag teams in 2 total matches. The winners of the first match set the time to beat. The winners of the second match must win before a clock expires. The winning team with the fastest time becomes the #1 contenders for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships. American Alpha wins, setting the time to beat at 5 minutes and 17 seconds. Randy Orton wins. Jinder comes out to argue with Randy. Then the Singh brothers, they used to be the Bollywood boys on NXT, run out to help Jinder beat up Randy. Did Jinder just drive away with Randy Orton's title? Not like he won it, but like he just took it, and now it's his? The Fashion Police take on Illuminati thugs. Breezango wins? There was 2.5 minutes left on the timer. Breezango are the #1 contenders for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. These two give it everything, but neither can get the pinfall. Charlotte goes for the moonsault, but Naomi gets her knees up and blocks it. Then Carmella, Natalya, and Tamina attack. Okay, so I didn't mention it last time because it didn't really impact the episode. These 3 women went to Shane and were mad that they weren't #1 contenders. Natalya rallied them against Charlotte. Because of their interference, the match ends on a disqualification, and the title can't change on a DQ. They proceed to take Charlotte apart. No one's really addressed the guy who's been wandering around Raw the last couple weeks, just playing guitar. I guess we have to wait till Sunday to find out what a House of Horrors match is. Payback Sunday. I'll let you know how it went next time. I just did all my lines for Smackdown. Wasn't recording.